Get ready with me while I tell you a very embarrassing story about me collecting reborns. I started collecting reborns 5 years ago during the pandemic. And for those of you that don't know, I also have really bad anxiety, and it got to a point during the pandemic that I was basically refusing to leave the house. So my husband bought me a pram or stroller for those of you that are in the US. And by taking one of my reborns out in a pram, I was able to leave the house on my own. Now this story happened the very first time I decided to take my reborn out in a pram. It was with my husband though. So we live in London and there are shops that we would regularly walk to. And on this day, we decided to go to the shop and I would wait outside because the shop was quite small and the pram wouldn't really fit inside. So I am standing outside with a pram with a fake baby in it. And because we went to this shop quite regularly, the owners recognised us. Like they knew us, we would chat to them. And so the lady that was like manning the register came out and saw me with a pram. And she started talking to me and she was really excited. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is why we haven't seen you in a while. Congratulations. She understandably had looked at this pram and thought they've had a real baby. Because why wouldn't you assume that? And I panicked and didn't know how to explain that this wasn't a real baby. So I just went along with it. So I remember her asking me things like, how old are they? Like, is it a girl or a boy? And I just answered as though it was a real baby because I didn't know what else to do. Anyway, after a little while, she went back inside where obviously my husband was shopping. And of course, she starts congratulating my husband on having a new baby, as you would, because that is what a normal person would do. But of course, my husband had no idea of the conversations that had been going on outside while he was shopping. So of course he tells her, this is a doll, it's not a real baby. So of course he then comes outside to tell me, like laughingly, she thought our baby was real. And of course I was like, oh gosh, I am so embarrassed because I did not tell her it was fake and I've basically lied to her. A long story short, I was so embarrassed that I never went back to that shop. But since then I have never pretended that my reborns are real.